Hello guys, welcome to yet another video. This is F1 with Mike and I am about to react to my predictions for the Bahrain Grand Prix that happened last weekend. And let's get a reminder of what I predicted, shall we? For my flop of the week, Esteban Ocon. Surprise driver of the week is going to be Daniel Ricciardo. Pole position, Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc, please put it on pole, okay? I know the Red Bull is faster, but put it on pole. In P3, I have Carlos Sainz, P2, Checo, and P1, Max Verstappen. Never in doubt. I can bet. No, I don't have anything, so I'm not betting anything on it. Anyway, and my crazy prediction for the week is Logan Sargent to have a clean weekend. So, yes, that's my prediction. I think I did pretty well. I think I did decent, you know? First of all, I said the flop of the week was gonna be ST Bestie, and well, I guess I was right. Technically, I was right. There's no technicality here because Alpine was the worst team on the grid, so they flopped. You know, ST Bestie, Esteban, and Gasly. No matter what they did on Friday, it was just there was no way they were going to go up the field. They started 19th, 20th. Esteban qualified 19. I think only Gasly behind him. Gasly is sad. It's a sad situation for Gasly because it's like 2 years in a row now in Bahrain that he starts at the back, 20th position, and that must be some confidence killer right there. But well, I hope they figure out what is going on with that team. Gasly couldn't. Sorry, I keep mixing up Ocon and Gasly. Gasly, I said it again. Anyway, so Ocon couldn't do much with that. So yeah, flop of the week, it stuck. My surprise of the week, though, I picked Daniel Ricciardo. You see, this is one thing I don't like about Formula One. You see, precision tests will be giving you hope and all of that. And well, that Racing Bulls is not looking so good. I mean, it looks like even Sonoda is a better driver in that car than Daniel Ricciardo at the moment. I mean, given the controversy that even happened, I'm not gonna go into that. Maybe I'll address that sometime. I did make a video about that on my TikTok page anyway, but if you can go check it out. Still F1 with Mike. For pole position, I went to Charles Leclerc. Listen, Max was on pole, okay? Max Verstappen was on pole. But let's be fair. Give me this point because Charles Leclerc put the fastest time in that qualifying session. He just did it at the wrong time. In Q2, Charles Leclerc went faster. He set the fastest time in qualifying in Q2. Although he could not replicate that in the 2 runs he had in Q3. So that allowed Max to be on pole. So let's say I didn't get that one, but that's okay. But hey, look at my race prediction. Come on now. Let's have it. Yeah. I went for Max in P1, which he did. He won the race by 22.5 seconds. So listen, I'm good, okay? I know my sport. And Checo came home in P2, and Carlos Sainz, who won the driver of the day, man, that guy well deserved. Honestly, I feel like this is the kind of shift that Carlos Sainz needs to be putting in because given he has very little time left in Ferrari, I think he needs to be showing people that he can do much better than people think he has at the moment. So he's done well for himself, to be honest. He handled that car way better over the weekend. I know people will say, "Oh, but Charles Leclerc was dealing with a brake problem." Yes, he was, but still, the gap which Sainz put between both of them, even after Leclerc got a hold of the brake problem. I think when he got on the hard tires after the stint on the soft, I think he became a bit better with that, and he did well to handle himself. But Sainz never let that gap between them come closer at all. I mean, he was even at a certain point trying to chase Perez for P2, but it just never happened. Perez was on the soft, and they call Perez a tire whisperer. As being a minister of defense, so he's also a tire whisperer. He can take a tire for so long in a race, and that was what he did when he got on those softs. He didn't push at all. He just managed those tires to the end. It was Max Verstappen on the other hand. Yeah, that guy is just built different. We're not gonna talk much about him because everyone knows that this is his time. And yeah, so my P1, P2, and P3 predictions came in correctly. So give me that point, yeah. And then for my crazy prediction, I said Logan Sargent was gonna have a clean weekend. Oh boy, poor Logan. Yeah, I mean, I think you would say from FP1, FP2, FP3, Logan had a clean weekend up to that point. I mean, running off the road is normal for drivers to do, so it was nothing huge at that point. And qualifying in Q1, I think he started Q1 really good, but when it mattered the most, he wasn't able to put it on, like put the car in Q2. I believe the Williams had the pace in it because Albon put the car in Q2, but well, the gap for error is just very little at the moment in Formula One. As if you saw the qualifying times between the first and 20th, like the between P1 and P20, the gap was just 1 second. So if you make any error, it's not like this guy's not a good driver. He's a good driver. It's just that the competition is so close that every mistake you make is a big problem. So yeah, Logan didn't have a clean weekend during the race. I think he had an issue with his brake balance as well, and I think he was stationary for some time. I thought there was gonna be a safety car to be honest at that point, but well, he got the car moving again. But at that time, he was almost a lap down on everyone. So at that point, he was just playing catch up, and yeah, he finished the race in 20th position. So yeah, so I would say I would give myself 3/6. The was it 6 or 7? I got P1, P2, P3. I didn't get pole. I didn't get the driver of the week surprise. No, I didn't get. I got a flop of the week. Esteban Ocon, yes, 100%. And Logan failed me, so I got 4/7. So I think I did well. Anyway, I'll be dropping a video for my predictions of the week later this week because this week we also have the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix in Jeddah. So I can't wait for that one. I hope it's going to be more exciting than what we have right now going on in the sport. And that is something that I'll also address at the moment. Listen, I know right now at the moment the sport looks bleak. It seems like everything is just negative. Starting from I think we started over the winter break with the whole Susie Wolf and FIA situation about some conflict of interest, and that became a huge thing. But it went away, and then we went came into the new year. Then the Christian Horner accusations and all of that, and now it's just Verstappen against Christian Horner. And listen, and there's so many fans out there just pouring out so many unconfirmed information, and the whole sport just looks negative at the moment. Then you have people that are now like they act like as detractors in a way. It's like, oh, you're not happy that one team is dominating, but that has been the nature of the sport for a long time. Every team has period of dominance. If you want to go back, okay, now we're in the Verstappen era of dominance. Before that, it was Hamilton. Before that, it was Sebastian Vettel. Before that, I think there was 1 year of Braun. That was a low key. That was a low key year. And if you go that the major ones before that, Alonso had 2 years, and Michael Schumacher before that. So there's always going to be a period of dominance in the sport. But that is not the fault of the team or the driver. It's just what it is. And as long as there's a regulation for that set time, I mean, it's not like even this regulation is bad at all. It's not bad. We started 2022 well, the first year of the new regulation. It's just that Ferrari fell off. That's just what happened. We would have been in a much better position if Ferrari could keep up with the performance they started 2022 with. It's just that their tire degradation sucks, and also their race pace sucks. But I think you should try and be kind out there as a Formula One fan, because it's really people you're dealing with, you know. And I know, as much as you want to be a fan of Red Bull, or want to be a fan of Ferrari, or you don't like Max Verstappen, you don't like a dominance, one team dominance of the sport. I get that, but it is what it is. If you want to be a fan of Formula One, if you've been a fan of Formula One, you should know this is the nature of the sport, and you should support the sport in any way that you can, not being negative about it. You know, what's the point? Like, if you can be positive about a situation, why do you choose to be negative? I see people pulling up statistics that, oh, viewership has dropped. No, what do you expect on Drive to Survive? Like, it's mostly people that are not fans that go to. I mean, some fans go to watch it, because we don't go to watch it because we've not watched. In fact, if you're a fan, you've mostly watched the entire season. So if you're watching Drive to Survive, you just want to see behind the scenes of what is happening with the drivers, you know? And that's the way some fans also get into the sport. So if viewership has dropped, it's most likely because, oh, okay, maybe we've seen everything from, I mean, and there was not even, Max Verstappen was not even in the entire documentary. I can say in the entire documentary he had less than 5 minutes. Max was not in the entire maybe 10 hours of the documentary. Max was there for like only 5 minutes. That's it. So he wasn't even on the documentary. So whatever is going on with the sport is different. It's just there's so much going on at the moment, and I will say be kind. Don't be tweeting or retweeting or putting out information that is not verified, because I mean, a lot of people are just using this for clickbait, really, to just grow their base and all of that. And that's okay. I get that you want to grow your base, but do it with good information. Don't put, yes, there are also other things that are putting the reputation of the sport in jeopardy at the moment, and we hope those things get resolved. But please be kind out there. It's very important, because whether you like it or not, we're in a Red Bull era of dominance. We're in the Max Verstappen era of dominance, and it's going to remain that way until some other teams get their act together. Maybe McLaren, maybe Mercedes, maybe Ferrari, who knows, maybe Aston Martin. But until that's done, please be kind to each other out there. Take care, guys. Peace. See you in the next one. Take care.